Yo, yo. So here's a little thought. I was on Instagram. I came across this ad, and the ad started off with, how long do you think it takes to manage 30 online fitness clients? So that caught my attention, and immediately I thought of, well, that's a really good hook, so I'm going to take that and use it sometime in the future in my own way. So always trying to learn from other ads, because if an ad captures my attention, it was an effective hook for me, so I can just take note of that and try to make it better for my own stuff. So also real quick, a little side tangent already. We're not even 40 seconds into the show, but Alex Hormozi talking about building an offer and getting leads and advertising and all this stuff. He talks about how he doesn't pay for any paid or any premium subscriptions for example, Spotify or YouTube or whatever, because he likes to see the ads, because he wants to see the ads, because he wants to see what the advertisers are using for hooks and how they get his attention. And if it was good, how do they segue into this? And I thought that was very interesting, because it's just yet another way to learn how to be better at marketing and advertising. So rather than skipping everything, see what you can learn from each ad that you see. So anyway, I've been trying to do that. So I came across this ad. That's how it hit me. That's how I came across it. It said, hey, how long do you think it takes to manage 30 clients? So that's not the point. The point that I'm going to talk about here real quick, and then I'm going my ass to sleep, is being self-aware enough to know what your goals are, the intent that you have for those goals, and I guess the overall, I don't know really what I'm trying to say, but what the ad was saying was, how many hours do you think it takes to manage 30 clients? Probably a lot less than you think. And then it provided this schedule, and it was like, okay, Monday we're going to have an hour and a half. We're going to do this. Tuesday, we're going to have an hour. We're going to do this. Wednesday, we're going to have an hour and a half. We're going to do this. And throughout the week, I think it totaled maybe 10 hours. And I just saw that and immediately thought, oh, this guy is just trying to make a program and then manage the clients without the improvement. Or maybe he did. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was alluding to that, but 10 hours per week to work on all this stuff, to me, I saw that, and my first thought was, oh, he's probably not improving any of his systems because he's only working on this 10 hours a week. I'm going to be in this motherfucker 80 hours a week, if I can, making everything as good and as polished and as great as I possibly could. There's no way I'm only going to just be okay with 10 hours a week. Now, in the future, that would be ideal if I could manage that 10 hours a week, and that's it. What was that noise, dude? Anyway, that would be sweet. But now I need to work my ass off to make the systems, make the programs, make everything. And I saw that. Anyway, so what I'm trying to get at is I saw the ad, and rather than getting discouraged or feeling any type of way, because I do that a lot, I was like, you know what? This is a good ad. This is a great message. However, I don't think this applies to the direction I want to take my shit. I don't exactly want to take it to where I'm completely out of it and I'm not doing anything and the clients are doing this or whatever. And I have other, like right now, that's not my goal whatsoever. I want to be in it as much as I can, making the programs, the systems, the processes, whatever, because I love that shit. So I'm sitting at home and I'm just working on making forms and making processes and making SOPs and designing emblems and logos and figuring out how to make videos so that I can teach people how to do XYZ. I love doing this shit. It's so much fun for me. And if my goal was to get rid of that, my goal is not to get rid of that. So if I were to follow this blueprint on how to do so, I don't think that would be the greatest option for me. And so I guess what I'm trying to get at is I'll see other ads and it's like, are you a online fitness coach struggling to do this? Are you spending 40 hours a week, blah, blah, blah? And it's like, yeah, because I want to, And I see these ads and I'm like, these guys are targeting people who want a different outcome than what I do. So therefore their intent with their messaging is to get somebody who wants something different, not what I want, not me. So therefore, their messaging is already kind of skewed and not necessarily for me. Now, I'm not saying I'm closed-minded and I'm not going to listen or whatever. You can always learn something. But I guess the main point of this entire show is having the self-awareness to know what applies to you, what is for you, and what's not. Because, I don't know. Dude, I was actually I just went to dinner with Lexi tonight, and it was just something quick that I said, but I was like, there's so much shit that goes in my mind, but I have no idea how to verbalize it. Meaning, just chaos in my mind, but I have no idea how to put that into words and get it out in the open. And you'd think with almost a year-long podcast, I'd have some sort of idea on how to do that more effectively. But dude, I just blow ass at it. But some of the things that I think, it's so hard for me to put into words in the moment. Like, I'd have to go home and sit about it and stew on it and think about it for 10 hours before I'd be like, oh yeah, so, and then I'd say it. But I'll see a post or whatever, and the guy will say is talking about how you should spend your first 10,000, or for example, I'm going to just make an extreme example. You should spend your first $1 million on this kind of property. And then you look at the comments, and it's people who are like, yeah, first $1 million, I'll be lucky if I see that in my life. Yeah, it must be nice to blah, blah, blah. I'm only making 70 grand a year, yada, yada. And it's like, dude, this post doesn't apply to you, clearly. You know, if you're the guy that's making 60 grand a year and you're bitching about it and you're complaining how life fucked you or whatever, and you come across a video and it's a guy talking to other entrepreneurs or investors or business owners or whatever about how to invest their first $1 million, whatever. I mean, just use some common sense, dude. That post isn't for you. That's not intended for your eyes, because they're talking about how to invest your first $1 million. And in the comments, this guy's like, yeah, I'll never see $1 million. Well, then no shit, this post doesn't apply to you. Why would you waste your time on it? So with that logic, when I come across shit that I know doesn't apply to me, rather than being like, oh, this is bullshit, bro, this is for rich people, it's like, well, dude, it just doesn't apply to me, and that's fine. Not everything applies to everybody. Otherwise, it'd all be a generality, and everything would just be so vanilla for everybody so that everybody could get everything for whatever. So anyway, just a little thought I wanted to share, and I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm just trying to be more aware. Here's a little message for future self, for the future listeners. Just have the self-awareness to know what's meant for you based on your intentions and all that. So yeah, short episode. It is what it is, but that's that. So anyway, it's 7:52. It's September 30th, 2024. 3 months left in the year. Oh, excuse me. 3 months left in the year. Fourth quarter starts tomorrow, baby. Let's end it with a bang. All right, peace out.